Guys, welcome back to another video, TR Racing. Tonight we're just working in the shed on the R32 race car, drift car, whatever you want to call it. And we are just doing our final few items before it goes on the dyno, because obviously if you've seen a few of the short videos, it is running. We can't believe it. It's been a long journey, but she's running. And it sounds bloody good too. So yeah, tonight we're just mucking around in the shed. What have we got going on here?
Welcome back. Yeah, we're going to look at tidying up heaps of this loose wiring in the engine bay, because we don't want any of this flapping around getting caught under a wheel while we're ripping it on the track, eh? So just want to make sure everything in the engine bay is just secure, and we'll make our way under the dash and get everything tidied up so our feet aren't ripping out wires and dumb shit like that. So yep, just to tidy up before we hit the dyno. And for you guys listening and watching in, have a guess on what kind of power that this thing's going to make. Chuck it in the comments and see what you think and see how close we get.
Right, over here I've made up this panel here for the gauges. So I'm just got to file them out a bit, because the hole saws I had were about a mil too small for the gauges we got. So we've got the oil pressure, boost for all the boost we need, water temp, 3 critical components we're wanting to use, which will be mounted down over there. So yeah, I'll get it all fitted up and we'll have a look what it looks like, eh? Righto guys, so just modified the bracket that's going to hold all the gauges in and put some Duracell on it so it looks half pretty. But here's the results. So there we go. To get the lights working on that so we can actually read it. But yeah, boost, water, oil, and I'm going to mount that in the middle, so we'll come back to that soon, I think. But yeah, we're getting there. Got a few wiring things to chase tonight, and then see how we go. I think Trent's still sorting things out here.
Yep, still sorting things out here. Just cleaned up this whole side here. It was just full of wires and shit hanging in the way. Now it's all cleaned up, so I'm just going to do the same with this side. It's a fucking mess. So just try and tidy up all this so there's no wires dangling down, and no doubt when Ruben comes off the track and we need to bloody fix it all up, just in the practice session, cruise session, when we stuff the car up, we'll be able to just get into it without heaps of shit hanging down in the way, and yeah, just make it easier to work on, because that's what this is about, working on it.
Rightio, so I've just mocked this up here for now, just to see what it kind of looked like. Might fix it up a bit, just so it doesn't stand out so much, but just where our gauges are going to go. So pretty much, you know, next to your dash cluster down there, got a kill switch down there, hydraulic handbrake, got the factory one still hooked up here for when you just park up and you want your car rolling away. Got that idea off old Mr. Pete Drever, shot for that brother. But yeah, it'll do our job. Go. here to interrupt this video because some of you haven't pushed the subscribe button. Make sure you do that and make sure you follow us. Push that like button. We finally hit the 1,000 subscribers. That was a big goal for us. So awesome, guys. And also, we've got a message from our collaboration from BoostBay. Here he is.
Here in my garage, just with the Starlet GT here. It's fun to drive around in the Auckland Hills. But do you know what I like more than materialistic things? I'm joking. Chris here from BoostBay, just letting you know that we're proud to sponsor this
Tired
video.
of searching through general marketplaces only to encounter fake listings and potential scams? Introducing BoostBay, the first online marketplace tailored specifically for vehicle parts. We provide a dedicated space to trade car, bike, boat, and motorsport parts with ease. Our secure escrow system through Stripe Connect ensures secure transactions, preventing fraud and scams. Join a growing community and trade with confidence. Sign up today.
Beautiful day here in Taranaki, New Zealand. Welcome back, TR Racing fans, to the YouTube channel. Today, as you see, the R32 is out of the shed and it's ready to go on to the trailer. And what we're going to do is get it to Mike at Diesel and Turbo, and we're going to get him to tune it all up and get this thing running sweet for Carnival. We've got, how many more months have we got here? 2 months before we need this thing dynoed, get a wheel alignment done, and we'll be there. What's happened is we've actually put the bonnet off Ruben's road car, because Ruben's getting the R32 GDR front put on it, which has the shortened nose on the bonnet here. So this is all gone on Ruben's car, and he's got the grille that's in there. So this is the bonnet off his car originally, and it's not quite lining up with the bonnet pins. So what we're going to do, it seems to be quite far off. Instead of moving these bonnet pins, because there's not much room to actually play with here, we're going to probably drill these pot rivets out and move where the bonnet pins actually sit on, and we'll be able to get it slipped through and locked in. But that's not a major, we'll be able to get that done. 5-minute job, easy as.
So Trent just mentioned a 5-minute job. Well, it turns out it ended up being about 2 hours because some tools didn't seem to want to work. First clean in what, how long, a year?
Oh, probably 2.
Oh. Doesn't look good. Rightio guys, we're off to Super Cheap Auto. We need another rivet gun because both of mine don't seem to want to play a game today. Trying to get the bonnet on. We had to modify the bonnet latches that are on the bonnet as you've seen before, but yeah, my rivet guns aren't working, so we're going to Super Cheap. I'm going to go and pick up the trailer so we can take the car to Mike straight after, so stay tuned. Rightio, got some tools, some extra rivets. Hopefully this works. I need some of these mud guards on my Ute TR. What do you reckon? Copying us. Going to pick up our trailer. So yeah, we've put the bonnet pins back on. The old tools worked. Trent's going to fire her up and load it up on the trailer. As you can see here guys, it takes a bit to start. We have no idle control valve in this car, so yeah, it needs a bit of revs. But yeah, let's load this thing up and let's get to the dyno. Here we go, guys. We made it to diesel and turbo. We're about to unload the car and drop it off for Mike to do a few things with some wiring and then get it up on the dyno. Oh, your tick screws are there. Hey guys, so we're down at Diesel and Turbo Monday night. We're doing some, well, hopefully doing some power runs. As you can see the car over in the background rumbling away. So yeah, we've had a bit of a fuel issue with our fuel pressure regulator. The return line seems to be a bit too small with our big external 650 fuel pump, but we've adjusted to suit hopefully, and we've sorted it. And we had a leak from our radiator, the bottom bung, the O-ring split and broke, so Mike's fixed that before I got here. So yeah, we'll see what she does. Also, Mike's adjusted the exhaust Tommy cam wheel as well to -4 degrees, I think. So yeah, we'll see what that does also. So yeah, stay tuned. Mike's just adjusted the fuel mat since we had to change with the fuel regulator, so he's just added some fuel in where he needed to, so he's going to do some test runs just to see what it does. He reckons he's had to up a bit, so yeah, we'll see what happens. So yeah guys, we've still got a fueling issue. Our fuel pressure regulator is too small, so yeah, we're pretty much going to have to buy a bigger fuel pressure regulator. Might get it tomorrow and put it back on the dyno, hopefully tomorrow night or whatever, next night, Thursday night. But yeah, it is what it is. This is why you find things on the dyno, as Mike says, just a tune. He'll laugh at that, hey Mike. But yeah, we're gonna change a bit of fueling now and do a full run and just see what it does. But yeah, we need a bigger regulator. Hey guys, so we're back on Wednesday night now. Mike's gone and got us a new fuel pressure regulator. As you've seen on the last clip, we ran out of, well, we had fuel issues. Our fuel pump's too big for the fuel regulator, so we've got a bigger diameter supported one inside. Internals are bigger, so yeah, now we're down at the dyno and Mike's doing all the high power runs, and yeah, we're looking pretty good. So we'll see what happens. Mike's just adjusting the limiter settings, just having to play with it and just seeing what it's different. It was originally on soft cut, but he's changed it to hard cut, so yeah, we'll see what it sounds like. So guys, this is the final result, 236 kilowatts. We're really stoked with that result, and it's only on 10 PSI, so that's awesome. It's got plenty more in if we want it. Cheers to the man behind the seat, eh?
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, there he is. Hey.
So far we've just hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, and we were aiming for that way further down the track 3-4 months from now, so that's absolutely beautiful. Thank you to everyone, and we're so stoked to have you all following along on this journey with our R32, and it's only a couple of months away before we're hitting a 3-day event at Taupo Motorsport track here in New Zealand, so that's going to be awesome for you guys to stay tuned for that. That's absolutely the cream of the crop of what we're trying to be doing this whole time with this car. So that was us a year ago before we found all the engine damage, but not dwelling on that. It's like we've been talking about, laughing. We've had this engine fully stripped, pistons on the ground, you know, that was only 4 weeks ago, and now we're here at the dyno and it's ready to go. So we're so stoked to have you all along and following our dream really of building these cars and taking them to the track. So thanks very much, team, and always remember, like, comment and subscribe. It really helps us out lots, and if you ever see us in the pits or wherever you might, just always come up and have a chat with us. More than happy to talk with anyone through the car or whatever you want to talk about. Cool, where's team?